There was a day when I believed routine meant safety. Mornings with the same coffee mug, the same half-pressed shirts, the same running late goodbye. But routine can lie. It can wrap you in the illusion of control, right before everything detonates. I didn't find the pregnancy test in some dramatic twist. I wasn't digging, I wasn't even suspicious. I was throwing out an empty bottle of mouthwash when I saw it, wedged in the far corner of the trash, hidden beneath tissue and packaging. 2 lines. Positive. I froze. Time didn't slow. It stopped, because we weren't trying. We hadn't even touched each other in months. I didn't ask questions. Not yet. Instead, I put the test back where I found it. Carefully. Quietly. That's when I realized I was living with someone I no longer recognized. She came downstairs 20 minutes later, hair damp from the shower. Casual, loose smile, coffee in hand. I studied her like a stranger, and for the first time in years, I didn't believe a single thing she said. She talked about meetings, deadlines, a problem with a client. I nodded, replied when needed, but inside, I was counting. How many late nights? How many unreturned touches? How many secrets had I already ignored? That night, while she slept beside me, peacefully, unknowingly, I started building my plan. Not to confront, not to accuse, but to understand. I couldn't scream at a question mark. I needed a full stop. The next few days were research. Receipts in her purse from shops she'd never mentioned. A calendar notification I glimpsed over her shoulder. Not work-related. Her phone habits changed. She clutched it like oxygen. Took it everywhere. The bathroom, the laundry room, the backyard. Eventually, I followed her. I felt sick doing it. But what's worse? Watching someone drift away? Or letting them drag you into their lie? She didn't go to the office like she said. She drove across town to a boutique cafe. Waited. And then a man joined her. Confident. Familiar. They laughed. They leaned in. She touched his wrist. He wiped something from her cheek. I took photos. Not to show anyone, not yet. But because I knew memory would lie to me later. The next day I checked her laptop. She was careless with passwords, emails, a name. W lunches, inside jokes. A prenatal appointment on Friday at 2:45 p.m. She was seeing a doctor, secretly, with a man who wasn't me. I didn't sleep that night. Not from rage, from clarity. The kind of clarity that feels like acid through bone. She wasn't trying to deceive me anymore. She was erasing me. Friday, I drove to the clinic, parked where she wouldn't see me. At 2:43 p.m. she arrived. Not alone. He was already there, leaning against the railing, holding a coffee cup like he belonged. They greeted each other the way lovers do. Familiar. Natural. They went inside together. I followed from the side entrance and found a hallway where no one watched. From a cracked door, I saw them, seated side by side, smiling at the doctor, her hand on her stomach. He asked a question. She laughed. The doctor nodded. I didn't record it. I didn't need to. Some images brand themselves into you. I left before they did. I didn't speak to her that evening. Not because I didn't want to, but because I didn't need to. She came home late, offered a vague story about traffic and a long meeting. I nodded. She didn't notice how much longer I held my stare, or how still I was while she moved around the kitchen like nothing was collapsing. Routine again. Dinner. Dishes. She kissed me goodnight. I watched her fall asleep. She had a small crease between her eyebrows she only got when she dreamed hard. I used to find it endearing. Now, it just looked like fiction collapsing in slow motion. Saturday morning, I acted normal. I went for a run, came back, made breakfast, even smiled. She left to visit her sister. I knew she wouldn't. So I sat down with my laptop and assembled everything. Emails, dates, photos, clinic location, calendar entries, a quiet, complete portfolio of betrayal. But it wasn't revenge I was after. It was something quieter, something rarer, control. I spent the afternoon writing 2 letters. The first, to her, printed, folded, sealed. The second, to a woman named Isabel, the wife of the man from the cafe. I found her name on a company page. They shared a house, 2 kids, the same last name. I printed screenshots, marked the timestamp on the clinic visit. I didn't add opinion, just evidence. Let her draw her own conclusion. Let truth speak for itself. When she came home that evening, I was gone. I didn't leave in anger. I didn't slam doors. I just left the folder on the kitchen table, under her phone charger, where I knew she'd see it first. My ring was inside. I stayed in a hotel, ordered nothing but black coffee and silence. The messages started arriving an hour later. First where are you? Then, a photo of the folder. Then, we need to talk. I muted the thread. That night, I slept like I hadn't in months. The next day, Isabel replied. 3 words. Thank you. Truly. Nothing more. Nothing less. By Monday, my lawyer had the paperwork in motion. I didn't tell her in person. She didn't deserve the performance. She called again on Tuesday and Wednesday. By Thursday, she emailed. Her words, "Can we start over?" I didn't respond. I wasn't interested in drama, closure, apologies, or redemption. She didn't get to rebuild on a house she had already set on fire. I moved into a quiet apartment on the other side of the city. No photos on the walls yet. No smell of her perfume in the air. Just clean windows, clean light, clean space. A week later, a friend of mine, mutual friends technically, said she'd been telling people I'd overreacted, that she hadn't made a decision yet when I found out. That's fine. Let her narrate it however she wants. I'm not competing for sympathy. I'm not debating the facts. She taught me the value of quiet observation, of distance, of unlearning the version of someone you once believed in. I used to think betrayal came with fire and yelling. Turns out, it can come in whispers, in a pregnancy test hidden under shampoo bottles, in a gentle laugh that isn't meant for you, in a prenatal appointment you were never invited to. But healing comes in silence, in walking away when you know you've seen enough, in choosing peace over explanation. And I chose peace.